Yesterday we worked on addition and subtraction of radicals. I want to know if you remember about yesterday. This is the objective of that slide. You have two questions. Letter A, 6 square root of 11 minus 2 square root of 11. What's the answer? What's the number that is missing here? And letter B, 3 square root of 8 plus square root of 2. What is the answer and the number that's missing here? We know that the like radicals, for the first one, the like radical is square root of 11. The second one, the like radical, is going to be square root of 2, but there's a number missing. Try to find out what is the number. Send me your answers. Let me record. So for letter A, thank you, Alondra. The answer is going to be 6 minus 2, 4, square root of 11. For letter B, thank you, Alexander. The answer is going to be 6 plus 1, 7, square root of 2. Great, excellent. Let's move to the topic of today's lesson. Today we are still working on addition and subtraction of radicals. And avoiding mistakes, a few silly, simple mistakes that sometimes students do, and we have to avoid. How to find square root of 3 plus square root of 3. And some students, they are working really fast, and then they look at the expression square root of 3 plus square root of 3, and then they're going to write square root of 6. Right? Wrong! This is not right. This is wrong. Don't do this, okay? This is wrong. Square root of 3 plus square root of 3 is different from square root of 6. It's not the right answer. The right answer here is going to be, yes, you just have to add the coefficients, so the number in front of the like radical. 1 and 1, 2, square root of 3. So avoid these silly mistakes. Sometimes if you're working too fast and you're not paying attention, you might fall for this mistake. And sometimes you can work with variables and maybe do the same thing. You check square root of x plus square root of y, and then you are working fast x plus y, and then go on. No, this is wrong. This is completely wrong. No, don't do this. This is wrong. If you have a square root of x plus a square root of y, there's nothing you can simplify. You just keep it like that. You just don't have any kind of combination, and just keep it like that. Kion, you don't. Let me check. Why isn't the quiz popping up? I'm not sure. Maybe there's something wrong. I will check right now. And don't fall for these tricks, for these mistakes. Let's move to the next thing. Oh, today I'm gonna show you is an addition. It can be a subtraction, addition or subtraction. But today I think is one of the hardest kind of questions you will find about addition and subtraction, right? Because it involves, think about yesterday, the first questions of the quiz, right? You can spot easily what is the like radical, and then it's kind of not too hard. But then at the end of the quiz yesterday, we found a few questions that you had to simplify the radicals to find the like radical. Now the same thing, you have to simplify, but now you're gonna have numbers mixed up with variables. And let me show what I'm talking about, okay? Let me show on this example, letter A, this example 3 square root of 2x squared plus square root of 8. Okay, this is an addition of radicals, addition of radicals. but I cannot spot straight away what is the like radical. Check this. We have square root of 2x squared, we have a square root of 8, so I cannot spot at first glance what is the like radical. But you can simplify. Let's simplify, let's break it down. Break it down the most that you can, and we can break it down, the first one as a square root of 2 times the square root of x squared, and we can break the second one, the other radical that we have as the square root of 4 times the square root of 2, right? This is the square root of 8. Simplify whatever you can, because you have 3 times the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 2, we cannot simplify, you just repeat here square root of 2. And what is the square root of 4? Remember, square root of 4 is 2, square root of 2. Now, check this. Yes, now we can spot, we can identify the radicals. See? The radical, the square root of 2 is going to be the like radicals, and we have to combine. But we cannot just add 3x plus 2. We will write the expression 3x plus 2 times the square root of 2. This is going to be the answer. And I think this is one of the hardest questions you will find, because it involves lots of pieces of knowledge that we work it and we now have to put together. Look, we need to simplify the radicals to find the like radicals. We need to work with variables and numbers. We have to factor out the expression, right? We have to factor out the square root of 2, and then we're going to find a polynomial, binomial 3x plus 2. See, lots of knowledge, lots of pieces of knowledge that we have been working during our course. They are put together to solve this problem. It's not difficult. If you practice, if you work on a few problems like this, you will be able to solve. But it's just it's something that needs more work, more understanding. Any questions about this? We will work, and I think we have 3 or 4 questions on the quiz that looks like this. The other ones are just simplification of radicals. The same thing we've done yesterday, but maybe with a few twists. Questions? Any questions? Any comments? Any feedback, complaints, or even suggestions? You can ask questions now. You can ask questions later. If you don't have any, let's move on. Let's try to get the answer to this bell work. Now, you have to send your messages. Well, n would be a very good answer, equals to 0. N equals to 0 would be a very good answer, because 0 equals square root. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. That would be a good answer. But Snoopy is making our life hard, because Snoopy is saying no, 0 is not good. He wants another number. Let's try to find another number. And I'm gonna show the way I've done. You can do it your way. You can find your method. You can guess a few numbers and find the answer. You can try to find your own way of simplifying. Let me show what I've done. I wrote n equals, and then a very simple, easy simplification we can apply. N plus n equals 3n, right? On both sides of the equation, we can submit to the square. We can submit to the power of 2, because That way we can simplify, we can get rid of the square root. And we have n squared equals 3n, right? Now divide both sides by n. Divide by n. Here you simplify, the square is simplified with this n. The answer is n equals 3. That is the right answer. 3 is going to be the right answer. Let's move on. This is just a warm-up so we can work on our quiz now. This is the quiz for letter A. Let's work on letter A. Okay? It's kind of like yesterday because you don't see straight away the like radical, but we can break it down. We can simplify the radicals that you have here, because 63 is equals to square root of 9 times square root of 7, right? And 28 is square root of 4 times square root of 7. Let's try to simplify now. Square root of 9 is 3 times square root of 7 minus 2 times 4, square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2 square root of 7. And now we combine the numbers in front of the radicals. 3 minus 2 times 2, 4. 3 minus 4, negative 1 square root of 7. That is the answer for letter A. Okay, that's the answer for letter A. Now let's check. Let's check letter M. Letter M is looks like the example we worked today during the lesson. 5x square root of x plus 6 square root of x equals. And we can see that the like radical is square root of x, and this makes things easier. If we can find the like radical, we will just combine the expression that's in front of it, that's multiplied by it. So this is equals 5x plus 6, and then you factor out the square root of x. This is the right answer. This is the answer we're looking for. Okay? Letter M. Let me zoom out. Now we have letter A and letter M. Check if you can do by yourself all the questions. Give me 1 minute. I will check attendance, and after this minute, we can work together again, right?